How you doing, officials around the world? It's me, your boy, Mr. Smooth. I'm here to break down one of my first Division III basketball games that I did. The game was between Caltech and Carleton. The game was played in Santa Clara, where the Santa Cruz Warriors play. A very fun arena to officiate basketball in. So with that said, let's start the breakdown. If you want your game's breakdown, check the descriptions. Email me the links to your basketball game. I'd be more than happy to help you out as an official. So with that said, let's get straight to it. We're gonna go ahead and start the game. So we're gonna focus in on the first quarter. So for the jump ball, we gotta make sure that the clock starts, shot clock starts. That happened. We had a shot. So I'm gonna really focus in on myself as opposed to my two other partners on the basketball court. So everything looks good. Haven't had a rotation yet, no fouls, but I believe on this possession there's gonna be a foul call. So I was able to make the foul call, step in, get closer to the action. Now the thing about working in this gym, for me, for doing basketball, it was the very first time where they had the jumbotron and actually replayed the foul call. So if you guys watch, the Golden State Warriors play during the playoffs, conference finals, NBA finals, and they show the replay. If the crowd doesn't like what you called on the replay, then everybody boos. So we're going to see if there was a foul as they show the replay, which aired on the jumbotron. So you see the hit on the arm, you see the foul. To me, that's a good call. I survived the replay. We get a 3-point shot. The bucket is good. So here we have a rotation. Let me see if I can back it up just a little bit. Let's see. So we see the lead is starting to go over. So that means myself and my partner Mackenzie, we're going to stay connected. So as she rotates, I should be stepping down, getting to the C spot, getting the best look on the court. Now the ball's in my primary. Now it's out. I stay connected with the rebounding action, which is good. 3-point shot. Fouls in my area, 5-second count. Now right here we have a rotation. So as Pete begins to walk over, I see him walking over, but I'm going to hold my position because that position's give me the best look. I don't want to bail out too quickly, go from here to the 28-foot line and be the trail. I want to stay in my proper area. So as he rotates, I stay connected with the play. Now we got a 7-0 run, so it looks like Caltech is going to call a timeout.
6:49 remaining in the first quarter.
Get regroups.
And the Knights with a 7-0 lead. Caltech takes a 30-second timeout. The Knights, number 10, Amani Kindness Coleman. Also in the game for the Knights, number 22, Jill Yanai.
So we get another rotation, good rotation.
Samantha DaCosta. 7-2 Knights.
Get another rotation. Drive to the basket. No.
Rebound DaCosta.
So I want to say for when you go up to junior college and Division III, they actually play a very clean game, so we don't have to call a lot of fouls. No, they're really big into freedom of movement. So they don't really hand check. They don't take too many unnecessary risks and gambles on defense. So it's really easy to officiate these basketball games. You can really just focus in on positioning, seeing what you need to see. You have a rotation here. I stay connected with the play. I'm still able to see everything in the paint.
Samantha Cook.
So a couple of things I'm watching myself, the way I run.
11-4.
Do I stay connected with the play? Do I look like a college level official by my presence on the basketball court? So on this play, I want to say Pete, he called the foul on 21, but 21 was the player that scored. So I heard the score, as you see on the announcer, he said there's no 21. So then, as a crew, I gotta be able to replay the call in my head and say no, it was white 22. So if for whatever reason Pete doesn't know, then I gotta have that information for him, help him out, and be a good partner, be a good crew member on the basketball court. But Pete was able to get that corrected. 3-point shot. I was able to watch the shooter up and down. So on this play, that's about to come up right here, it made the game report. It was our first, I guess you could say, real points of note to make. There was a transition block charge play that the lead had a Caden whistle approximately at the 28-foot line in the front court. The center, which is myself, I should have had the primary whistle. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to break this play down. I'm going to try to clip this play to really get an opinion on it, whether it was a block or a charge, and if it's the lead's primary or the center's primary. So with that said, let's go ahead and watch the play.
Rebound Johnson.
So there's the foul call. We're going to watch it on replay.
Beaver fouls on number 10.
And then I'm going to play it again.
That's her first.
And I'm going to give you my opinion on this play as well. Let's see. Back it up some more. Let's see. So we're going to be in transition. I believe at this point, the orange player looks like they have established legal guarding position, which is 2 feet on the ground. So with that said, I'm going to read the college rule for establishing legal guarding position and also maintaining legal guarding position. So we're going to do this. And I have it right here, Article 4, the rule. To establish initial legal guarding position on the player with the ball, the guard should have both feet touching the player court. When the guard jumps into position initially, both feet must return to the playing court after the jump. For the guard to establish a legal guarding position, the guard's torso shall face the opponent. We have that component in there as well. No time and distance shall be required. When the opponent with the ball is airborne, the guard shall have established legal guarding position before the opponent left the playing court. We don't have to worry about that because it's not a shot attempt. Now we go to Article 6. To maintain a legal guarding position after an initial position has been established, the guard is not required to continue to have torso face the opponent, cannot have either foot out of bounds. In this particular play, the player was in bounds. They may raise hands or jump within her own vertical plane. We didn't have this wasn't a vertical plane call. D, they may shift to maintain guarding position in the path of the dribbler, provided that the guard does not charge into the dribble or otherwise cause contact or move into the path of an airborne player. May move laterally or obliquely to maintain position, provided such a move is not toward the opponent when contact occurs. It's not required to have feet on the playing court when shifting in the path of the dribbler or when moving laterally or obliquely. And part G, may turn or duck to absorb shock when contact by the dribbler is imminent. In such a case, the dribbler shall not be absolved from the responsibility of contact. So with that said, now that we read all the components about establishing legal guarding position and maintaining legal guarding position, when we played here, we believe that the defender has established legal guarding position, 2 feet on the ground facing the player. You can see right here, I believe that the offensive player charged into the defender. And by this did happen at the 28-foot line, and the C has the free throw line in transition. So this is my primary to play. So I should be making a player control foul. Now, when I was refereeing the game, I assumed that the lead had the better look at the play because the lead is pretty close to the play, so I deferred to the lead to make a call. He did gave a Caden's whistle, and he felt the call was a block. From my angle, I thought it was a player control foul, but I didn't think I had the best look.
That's her first.
But when you play the play, it's very obvious that a player control foul should have been called. So I'll play it again. You tell me in the comment section. Do you think it's a player control foul block? And whose primary do you think it is? Leeds or C?
Beaver fouls on number 10, Nika Halaf-Terry. That's her first team foul against the Beavers. It'll remain night basketball. 3:39 remaining in the first quarter. The Knights with an 11-5 lead.
So right there, I called a carrying violation. We're going to go ahead and rewind that. This is one of my plays that I called. Let's see. So 22 is going to get the ball. She's going to make a move and get by the initial primary defender. So the secondary player is going to come over. Now this secondary defender that's going to come over right here. This will be the leads. The lead official, who is Mackenzie. She has responsibility of this player setting up for a block or a charge. She'll have that responsibility, but as the play develops some more, let's see what happens. You can see the player do a hesitation dribble. Let's see if I can back it up some more. No, I won't back. You can see that the player was able to freeze the defender. The ball came to a rest, and she was able to get a defender, which gives her an unfair advantage, which resulted in the carrying violation being called. So you can see me point, and then I point to where the throw-in should be. So that's good mechanics. I want to back it up one more time, because I want to see if I put my hand up to stop the clock. So you see I put my hand up to stop the clock right here. And then we give the signal, the direction, and
We have a carry violation against the Knights. It'll be Caltech basketball. Rebound United. Rebound Iden.
so you can see right here, I'm in perfect position. Oh no, that wasn't supposed to happen. Right, two. I'll back it up some more.
Rebound Iden.
So one of the things I've been working on is always getting an open look as a trail. So you can see right here, I want to be able to see the space. That's it. It's always in between these two players right here. So I have a great open look. And as we play it, you always want to be able to see in between. We're going to have a screen come up. I see the screen is a good screen, is legal. Then the play goes out of my primary into the C's and eventually into the leads primary, and he makes the proper call.
Going back to the line for the Beavers would be number 21, Samantha DeCosta for 2 shots. Returning for the Knights, number 24, Cece Leone, and number 11, Erica Etlefson, along with number 23, Maris DeLeo. DeCosta for 1 point.
Okay. So it froze on me. I believe I was watching the game that Jumbotron had frozen at this point. So I'm gonna see if there's a good spot to fast forward from. This is an interesting play here as well. I'm gonna back it up a little bit. So we're gonna come here. The player's gonna dribble to the corner and get trapped. So if I want to back it up just maybe a second or two. I'll slow it down to half speed as well. So right now the trap is about to happen. Now it's up to the C to recognize this play right here. As we can see, our lead official, who's Mackenzie, she's going to have a hard time officiating the trap, especially if it ends up in the corner. So it's on me as the, hold on, it's on me as the center official here to come up and initiate a rotation. So it's up to me to move this way. And our lead official who's here, he'll make his way over on my side. So as this trap happens, I realize it. Now when I first saw this play, when I thought I may have seen a travel. So as the player picks up the ball here, this foot, her left foot is in the air, so her right foot becomes her pivot foot. She keeps the pivot foot on the ground, so she didn't travel, so I didn't call it. Now we're going to have a tie-up, and I'm right there for the jump ball. Since I'm looking at the table, I'm going to give the direction, and the spot's going to be where I'm standing at. And that was that play. And that's how you deal with officiating traps as a C and initiating the rotation. So we're going to go normal speed. We're going to resume the game. We're going to close out the quarter. So we have a rotation. You see me and Pete on the same string. We rotate, get to our spots at the same time, which is perfect. Three-point shot, good. So I step out and to get that open look, which is great.
Caltech fouls on number 44.
Pete does a great job calling a foul. I dead ball officiate as a C since I have the best look at all the players. Good thing for this game, the players did a great job showing excellent sportsmanship. So you got to attribute that to the players and the coaches as well.
One out of two. Returning for the Knights, number 34, Samantha Cook, along with number 22, Jill Yanai.
We had a block shot. He does a great job of calling it. Shot clock didn't reset. Another 3-point shot. So we get the final possession. The C has the primary on any last second shot. So we had a kick ball. I want to rewind it because I remember this play and I really wasn't sure that the ball was kicked or not. So I want to rewind it just to make sure.
We have a kick. It'll be night basketball.
Yep, the ball was kicked, so good call. Good job to see what you call. Remember what you call, then go verify on tape that you made the correct call. So McKenzie has the last second shot. The clock starts on time. Now since a special college mechanic here, we back it up just a bit more. 24, let's see. So right now, Caltech gets the rebound, and they get the rebound with 11.9 seconds. Now for college basketball, we don't give a visible 10-second count unless the shot clock is off. So in this situation, the shot clock is off, and if we do have a 10-second backcourt violation, 11.9, that would give us the 1.9 if we do. But importantly, the trail official should be giving a visible 10-second count. So eventually I start counting, I'm giving my 10-second visible, but they get over the court. When you can see our center official right here who has primary of a last second shot, she turns emphatically to the scores table and counts the basket. So that's a good job by her. And that closed out the first quarter. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm gonna shut down this breakdown. There's a couple other plays that I'm gonna clip and post them onto this channel as well. But that's just something that we do as officials on a basketball court, especially at the college level. You know, the staff was great. Staff was great. Players were great. Officials were good as well. It was a very fun experience officiating where the Santa Cruz Warriors played basketball. Had the Jumbotron, so if you were able to call a foul, you could kind of peek at the replay to see if you got it right or wrong. The coaches, player, and fans could see if your calls were right or wrong. We didn't get booed at one point, so I have to assume that the majority of the calls that we made were correct. Although officials were not perfect on the basketball court, there were some mistakes, but this is why we have film. We can always go back and learn from it. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and close this one out. Just do one quarter. We're about, 30 minutes, so it takes a lot of time to, go back and review your film. Again, 30 minutes for just one quarter of basketball. But with that said, it's me, your boy, Mr. Smooth from Tailor Made Officials. Peace.